May 22nd, 2011 seemed like a typical Sunday afternoon in Joplin, Missouri. Then at 5:41 p.m.
there was a tornado that came from Kansas and a tornado that came from Oklahoma, and the two tornadoes collided. Tornado, when it combined, was 1.5 miles wide and went 13 miles and never came off the ground. And just absolute devastation. The St. John's Hospital was moved off its foundation. By the grace of God, it stood, and people were able to get out, but the hospital was at maximum occupancy and not one person died in St. John's Hospital.
That's a miracle.
A lot of people were just walking around. Pretty bad to see a lot of the people. Animals running everywhere, power lines down. When we got up to 20th Street, which is your main intersection up there, my husband took off running because it wasn't what we thought it was going to be.
You know, the remarkable thing, I think, Vicki, that we've seen is just the devastation even after 90 days. They've made remarkable progress. They've been able to clean a lot of things out. I think that's been really good. But there is still, you go in these neighborhoods and you see trees that look like shrubs because they've been so sheared out. You see standing basically masonry work, fireplaces. There was one piece of masonry work on kind of the main hall that we've gone where we have, you just saw it beaten up and you go, what could do that? And you realized it was trees and 2x4s and everything else.
We went down one street where there was nothing but these steps, concrete steps going up to these empty lots all the way down the street. I mean, it's just...
Did y'all drive by the high school?
I went through this morning, and I just can't tell you enough about the devastation that I stopped and looked at. It just brought tears to my eyes. And all I saw were leveled houses. Matter of fact, there were no houses there. The only thing that was there was the foundations and the driveways, and everything else is gone. I'm talking about a half a mile stretch wide as far as I can see this way, and when I turn this way, it's just total devastation. And you just have to see it.
And I've talked to several people in stores, people here at the church, people that we just meet on the street, and they all have different stories, and all the stories are, you know, every story that they tell me is a story about how God intervened and they could see the intervention, which is fabulous. The man at the auto store told me about his sister. When he got to her house, everything was gone, down to the foundation, except one thing in the center, which was a closet, and she was in it, and he dug her out. And he gave God the credit.
Well, we're breaking up into the groups right now, and they have a plumbing group, a roofing group, a framing group. We got a bunch of stuff in these trailers that's got to be unloaded. I don't know what all we're going to be doing, but we're getting ready to get assignments to go with whatever groups to do whatever.
Sounds like there's a lot to do.
There is a lot to do.
There's a lot of motivation here today. We've got the spirit with us.
Are you the future Katie Kirk?
Yeah. I saw News 14 on the way in.
And I'm the washed out, what's his name? Geraldo Rivera.
Oh my.
I shaved it and everything so they didn't recognize it.
I've got to get a hat like that so I can start thinking the same way.
Do me a favor. Hold on, let me take a picture so I can say that. Got him again.
Over here across the street, some of our folks are busy putting up wallboard and trying to repair some of the damage, and you can see the pile of debris from the house that has been taken out of the house piled up on the lawn.
Jim and Alice Jones and I have been putting up insulation. I haven't done that since I was 18 years old, and let me share something with you. If you ever hear the word the phrase "put up insulation, run."
Run. It's amazing what one person can do to make a difference. You feel like you're so overwhelmed when you get here that it seems like a hopeless task. But like you're saying, when everybody comes in and each person does their share, eventually you get it done.
Well, and that's the body of Christ. I mean, we all have different gifts. I guarantee you we've got some really skilled craftsmen here that do a good job. We've got some also really good workmen. And then we've just got some warm bodies that came to work. They didn't have a skill set.
We don't have any skills in this.
Just give us something repetitive. Do this.
But they were willing to come and do and participate and help wherever they can. And all of that working together, finding kind of that place where that could happen has made a great difference. And you see it in the work that's been done. So that's been kind of an amazing thing to see.
Well, I just can't say enough about the group from Skillman that has come together. There's people with no experience at all that are, they're carrying boards, they're getting us water, they're making sure we have everything we need. It's a huge thing just to have somebody run back and forth to Home Depot to get the things we need. That is huge. Chuck Adair's done that and done a fantastic job. We kept him busy all day long till 7 o'clock last night. He's running back and forth to Lowe's, Home Depot, getting us what we needed, and we could have never done it had it not been for all the members of the body coming together and working as a team and getting this accomplished.
It's really been overwhelming to be here and to see all the need that there still is. It's been about 3 months since this happened, and there's still a lot of work that needs to be done.
The lesson maybe is, you know what, it's kind of the starfish thing. The little boy walking along the beach and there's starfish everywhere, and he picks one up and the guy says, what are you, and he's throwing them in the ocean. He says, what are you doing? He said, well, I'm trying to help these starfish. He said, look at all the starfish on the beach. How can you make a difference with that? He picked up one, looked at it, threw it in the ocean. He said, well, it made a difference to that one.
I think that's what it's really about, is taking one thing at a time, taking one person at a time, and making a difference in that life. And if more people can come together and do those things, if everybody could make a difference in one house or one person's life to help them out, it would just be a tremendous act of God.
And they have absolutely given hours and hours. They were the most filthy people last night I have ever seen in my life. Chuck said that he felt like that if the hotel, the drains could take all the dirt that was going to be put down them last night, we were going to be blessed. But anyway, it's been a great experience.
Well, it's been a good experience for me. You know, I haven't volunteered much in my life, but I have volunteered. But this is really something worth volunteering for.
Our church just went to Honduras, and I wanted to go, but it didn't work out, so I definitely wanted to make it out here.
Oh, I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here. Those people, some of them lost everything they had and left with a concrete foundation.
I signed up and I knew it was for a good cause. You know, I lived up this way before in Kansas, so I knew about Missouri. I've been here before, you know, lots of times, and I just want to come out and give back.
If you want to be a part of the work, we're accepting volunteers. If you can't get here, that's okay, man. We would love to have more gas cards. We'd love to have more money to continue to do things, to bless the community. That's what we're going to do. Yeah. We're just going to, it's not going to stay here. Our job is to get it. Here's what I've told our church. God could hand this money directly to the people who need it.
Right.
But he's choosing his bride to be his hands. And that's cool. That's cool that he's using us to do that. And we are honored to do that. So we want to get it into their hands.
Mount Hope Church has served this community well, and they've fed people that have come to work. They have housed people that have come to work. That's what I would like to see us do at Skillman. I would like to see us involve our community in this and educate our community about what goes on. You know, the big disaster people leave after a couple of months.
Right.
They're the people that are on site. The work has not even been done.
Not even. There is so much left to do.
There is so much left to do.
So this has been, I hope, the first of these kind of experiences that we will do.
Too.
I think there are opportunities for us to do in ways in which we can serve. And, you know, it will serve not only coming to Joplin or a place like Joplin, but also in our local Dallas community. I think there's some opportunities like this that we bring our crews out, we work, we serve together, because the one thing that this whole group, there were a lot of us that did not know each other, but by the time this ends, we'll know each other pretty well.
Well, I've gotten to know a lot of people at the church I didn't know, and it's lovely.
Yeah, it's all very much appreciated. Very much appreciated.
But every little bit helps. You know?
It really does. A lot of it doesn't require a special skill. You don't have to necessarily be a carpenter, so they can use all the help that they can get here.
All right, on 3. 1, 2.
But, you know, we're not the only people that have come to help, and I hope that people will continue to come and help.
Because Jesus said, I was hungry and you fed me. I was naked and you clothed me. I was a stranger and you invited me in. We're going to do the right thing because it's the right thing. So thank you guys for coming and being here. Thank you for blessing us.